Hey, Houston, this was all a hoax? Oh my gosh. Please, say it ain't so. Hey everyone, and welcome to Celebrity Style Magazine, the YouTube channel, and the future home of CelebrityStyleMagazine.com. The place of entertainment, current events, and the latest celebrity tea. Whether it's your favorite actor or actress, or your most admired hip-hop artist, we will delve into the buffoonery of these here celebrities.
Freaking all these black men just watch and they don't give a fuck. Yeah, this man hit me, fucking grabbed a rock and he hit me in my fucking face because I would have given him my number. And all y'all just fucking watch. Y'all see that shit? Y'all see that shit? What y'all gonna do? I want y'all to be a man. I want y'all to be a man and fucking do something. Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face? Man, fuck all y'all niggas. Have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this? I never did anything in my life to hurt anybody. Literally, a man asked me for my number. I said no, and he picked up a brick in front of so many men and was like, "What you gonna do?" And I told all these men, like, "Yo, why this man got a brick on my face?" And he's holding a brick, and all these niggas is watching, and nobody does nothing. And he hits me in my face, and then they all just watching, and they let that nigga get in a car. How is this okay? This is what y'all doing to women?
Okay, y'all. Oh, and before I start my video, if you're by any chance hearing some slight noise in the background, my fan is still on. It is still warm and humid out here in Long Island, New York. But anywho, let's progress. Now, you caught wind of that video, right? If you don't know who she is, her name is Roda Osman. The woman that went viral, and if I'm correct on this, more than 72 hours ago. Now, I'm quite certain some of you, or I should say most of you, are aware of this viral moment. This was the same young woman of Somali descent, and yes, I'm going to stress that she is from Somalia. No disrespect on this end. Living out in Houston, okay, who claimed that she was physically assaulted by a brick from refusing to give her phone number to some random guy. That's how the story goes, and how the story pretty much exploded is the anger of some people, mostly women. Yes, mostly women were quite upset, and I'm not gonna front. I was pretty upset by the story too, because how in the world can a woman just mind her own business get assaulted with the brick for not giving a gentleman or some man or boy, whatever, her phone number? It just doesn't make any sense. Now, as I said, the story went viral because of that incident, and everyone was left in an uproar. But y'all, and let me just say this real quick before I proceed on. Let this be the first thing I say. I'm glad I remained neutral on this, because now coming to find out that there's a whole thing, could possibly by looking at these other videos here on YouTube, that this ain't nothing but a load of bullshit. Now, you guys peep wind of that whole theatrical crying hissy fit at a clinic, and I want to stress that whole spiel that she did, it didn't come from a hospital. No, she was in a clinic crying that how recanting the story about how some guy came up to her, asked for a number, and just assaulted her with a brick. Now, the part that's frustrating to me is there was a video, and I forgot which channel this was on, but she gave like the full story of what happened. And after watching it again for maybe like a couple of times, I would scratch my head and I really couldn't buy it. Now, there was a part in there when she's again recanting the story of her gesturing that this man had this brick in his hand, and he was just like gonna like how can I say, throw it at her or just plummet her in the face. Like what she said, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Long story short, on that story, I found that part very hard to believe. Okay. Again, just like how she did the theatrics on the street with the people, with the people, or should say the men surrounding her, just like the theatrics here in that clinic of her telling the story. Again, there's a great possibility that this woman here was not hit by no brick. No brick was involved. Another thing one thing though, that I should say that's also not true was the supposed bystander. I'm going to excerpt a clip of it after my commentary, but apparently or allegedly, this man, whoever this gentleman is, we have to call cap on that as well. The man that apparently witnessed this whole thing, he wasn't even there. And upon further investigation from other YouTubers, shout outs to them, this man lives in another state. Okay? Remember what I said. This shit happened in Texas, and apparently this gentleman is from Tennessee. So how or why he injected himself into this, one will only know why. But also, his commentary on it was a little, I wouldn't say hysterical, but I did get a chuckle because hearing his story, he did sound believable at first, in the beginning when he's telling his story, right? But when he had to interject and add the single mothers with the 10 children from the child's fathers or whatever, he mentioned something about single motherhood and how he went in. I'm like, should he be believed? Well, the answer is no. He's not. He's not to be believed at all. Okay, moving on from that, let's get on to the quote-unquote supposed victim, Miss Bashi here. Well, Miss Bashi, as I said, is from Somalia, based out in Houston. She's also a part of the alphabet community. Yes, when I say alphabet community, I do not mean no disrespect. She can't stand men. So how she wants random black men to protect her when she doesn't even like black men is beyond me. Again, you have to ask the question. A woman that loves to kiss up on women who like to be on top or underneath or whatever, on a woman, you have to ask yourself the question, why in the world would she want assistance in, according to her words, the niggas?
With the brick, right? I feel like people need to know the whole story before they start commenting and say things they don't understand or they don't know. You guys don't even remember who you guys are trying to defend, who you guys are trying to speak up for. This is the same woman that was going around smacking white people in the streets. She's not innocent. She was actually taunting the guy to hit her. Why would I go defend somebody that's actually looking for trouble? This woman, she is literally a troublemaker. Everybody that knows her in our community knows she's a troublemaker. I'm not going to risk my life over somebody that's actually out there looking for trouble. If you go on social media, online, you're going to see some of her antic videos, taunting people, looking for a reaction. Well, she got what she been looking for, and you guys are giving her the attention that she was actually seeking for. I don't regret not standing up for her. If you look at some of the videos, I was there. I don't regret nothing whatsoever. I don't regret standing up for her. I'm not saying she deserved it. I'm not saying that any men have a right to hit a woman, especially with a brick. Nobody deserves that. But at the end of the day, there's more to the story. She's not as innocent as she's trying to portray herself to be. She wants attention. She's an attention seeker woman. She's trying to go viral, and you guys have given her what she wanted. Yes, she did get hit by a brick. Yes, I saw it. Yes, I was standing by doing nothing. And if that shit happened again in the same circumstances, I will watch. Because she's not as innocent as she portrays herself to be. She was taunting the guy. She was calling him all type of names. She was degrading him to a point where he resulted in picking up a brick and hitting him. I don't condone that type of behavior. But once again, she's not as innocent as she portrays herself to be. I literally, I remember a while back, she's posting videos going around in public, literally smacking old white people in the face. For what? And now you get hit by a brick, now you want to cry wolf? And I don't care. You wanted trouble, you got trouble. That's why I'll still buy and watch. So don't, oh man, that whole situation.
Black woman, because we are the innate protectors and the providers. We protect societies, we protect communities with our intellectual property, with our lived experiences, with our breast milk, with our bodies. We're the ones. And the two. Bitch, not even the three. Because men are not providers and protectors, not innately, because they only protect what they possess. But we protect everybody, and we provide, baby, okay? So I hope you catch a girl tonight, because I hope I do. And don't forget, before there was feminism, it was lesbians who were living those lives without worried about niggas. Like, they were not worried about niggas. They were decentering men. So before there was feminism, there were lesbians. Hey.
Now, let's move on to the juicy stuff. And I should say juicy as in what the... Yeah, don't want to curse. Well, now it's come to find out that this woman may be a scammer. And again, I want to keep this as neutral as possible. And I'm still going to refer to this commentary as alleged. But according to these YouTube streets and all the other YouTube channels that have been digging and doing their deep dive and investigating, and also I will be inserting some certain clips of certain channels that did an extensive video on this. Again, shout out to them. But it may be that this brick lady that caused this whole Brickgate may be a scammer. Yes, you heard correct. Scammer. Alright, now remember in the beginning of the video, she's surrounded by the men and she's highly pissed off that no one assisted her or helped her or what have you. Called the police when this man allegedly hit her with a brick. Well, after again watching all these other videos and content, well, apparently that lump on her face or whatever that shit is, it wasn't from a brick being thrown. Apparently she's in the medical field and she decided to give herself her own face filler by injecting it with what's it called, saline. Yes, I'm sorry, I'm too stumbling. It's just that I'm beside myself in doing this video because it's like, yo, this shit happened again. I'm sorry, didn't mean to digress. Moving on with this. Yeah, so I guess she was trying to do her own beauty treatment and decided to give her face a filler by injecting saline, and it turned out pretty bad. I mean, it turned out really bad because if you look, Her face is swollen. All right. Scamation number one. In a video prior to the whole incident, you see her with some type of face mask. I forgot what they call it over there in Africa where she's from, but her face is clearly wrapped at a party. I'm assuming the woman that she's with is her girlfriend. After, I guess, such party, then she decides that she was going to run across the street, and you guys, of course, know what happened. Another scamation, her GoFundMes. Yes, and she does have a bit of GoFundMes.
Her friend this time is raising money on behalf of.
So she done made $40,000 on the first one, and now they're creating another one with the same scenario but a different person, allegedly. But they're saying that they're all friends with Yellow Brick Rhoda. So y'all have been fooled. Here's a fourth GoFundMe that they just put up, and y'all believe that this is real. Y'all really believe this is real. Y'all are stupid. Stupid.
Get the GoFundMe, fam. Let's just take a look at it, fam. Let's see what it is. That's right. That's right. I said it. Right? Check it out. A young black Muslim single mother was viciously assaulted by private security. It's interesting. It says Minneapolis, sustaining multiple facial, you call it contusions, a black eye, and injuries to her legs and back. She needs an estimated $5,000 to pay for medical bills. Really? How does she knows that already? Legal fees? What legal fees? What legal fees? A new phone? A new phone? And more. This is crazy. Please donate if able. Support and share. Thank you. If donating through GoFundMe does not work for you, please send funds to Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. That's right. I said it. That's right. I said it.
Yes. So she made some GoFundMes. Apparently 4 GoFundMes. Now, shout outs to Mediocre Tutorial Reviews and Pink Book Lessons and the gentleman on TikTok, because again, they delved in, did a deep dive, and found out that this bitch did this prior. Now, remember in the beginning of the video, again, she's surrounded by the men, and she is pretty much extending her finger to her face on how a brick was thrown at it. Excuse me. Well, apparently there's word that she did this 3 years ago. Now, again, I'll be linking some of these videos in the description. One of the videos you need to check out is from Modern Women Vibes. I think the woman's name is Nyla. She interviewed, I guess, a past or former associate of this woman. And yeah, she did this before, claiming that, 4 bodyguards beat her up from, I don't know if they were denying her entry or what, but she did the same thing. And of course, in the video, she's pointing at her face on, oh my God, look what they did. Again, I will link this, that clip here in this video. But overall, it seems as if this woman pretty much did this for money or for clout. We don't know. Again, we probably never may know. Look, there's so much happened. and there's so much stuff I found out with this story. It's nauseating, because what this woman did, what she created, was another gender divide. Okay, first it was Jussie Smollett, or are you guys still calling him Juicy? Sorry. Carly Russell. Now she's being labeled. Thanks to Mr. Let Go. Shout outs to him. Carly Russell 2.0. Now we have Brickgate, which turned out to be nothing more than a scam. Okay, this was nothing more than a scam. And I guess we have to congratulate her, because she pretty much fooled us all. Okay, so let me wrap this up, because I could definitely go on and on with this. Number one, for myself, as I stated in the beginning of my video, I'm glad I remained neutral and held off on any comments on this matter, because again, it was, let me point out, it was upsetting to look at. And number two, at the end of the day, no woman or man, because I don't want to leave the fellas out, deserves to be assaulted. Okay, but with that being said, no one has the right to be taken as fools. We shouldn't. And the other content creators who made videos on this, siding with this woman, what are they going to say? Are they going to retract? Are they going to apologize? Or are they going to take their own self-accountability and say, oh, no, I'm sorry, y'all, I messed up. She had us all fooled. I don't know. That's a question we have to ask. And should we wait for such video? No, because there are some women out there who are still going to take the side of this rat bastard right here. Yes, I said it. Sorry for the strong term. But there's another thing also that I've noticed that no other person here on YouTube even picked up on. Now, I may play the part again with her theatrics, claiming to be assaulted with a brick. Apparently, it sounded as if a woman was there. Now, I guess this was on, I don't know if it was on Mediocre Tutorial, or I guess there's a dude I sometimes watch, Fawcett Media. I'm not sure, but someone here on YouTube pointed out that there was a female standing out in the wings somewhere witnessing this whole thing. And if you can hear correctly, or if you can hear clearly, I'm sorry about that, clearly, if you can hear clearly, I could have sworn I heard a woman's voice, and it said something along the lines of, well, we weren't here. Okay, again, I'm going to say this one more time. In the video, when she's claimed that no one is assisting her after being allegedly assaulted with a brick, I could have sworn I heard a woman, and it sounded much like a female's voice. She might have been the only female there, for you know, say, but we weren't here. Did Miss Basha hear it? If she did, she wasn't paying attention. All she cared about was the men supposedly, quote unquote, not assisting her. Okay? Now, if a woman saying that we weren't there, it would be great if that lady stepped forward and told us what really happened. Because we need to know what really happened. We need to know why the mask was off her face. So did she get into it with another female? Now, according to witnesses, again, to two men that were there, they were saying that they're at the gas station, and they didn't notice any altercation at all with the man. But what they did notice though was her getting into it with the female. Now, was it the female that she filmed herself with the party with the mask on? Again, we don't know. All we do know is that this woman, unfortunately, may be a liar and a scammer and who did all this bullshit for some money. And it's a shame and it's sad. And from the words of Ruined Leon, another person here on YouTube that I check out a video of his from time to time, the one thing I agree with him is when he said we have to give ourselves, well, I'm paraphrasing. We all have to give ourselves a huge round of applause in widening the gender gap even more. Because of what? Because of a brick. Of a brick that never existed. And with that, I'm going to check out. I don't know what else I have to say about this. All I know is that I'm a little disappointed and upset because this unfortunately may continue, y'all. So we may have to keep our eyes and ears open and see what happens next. It may not happen tomorrow. It may not happen next month. It may not happen next year. But something else is going to pop off and it's going to get us pissed off yet again. So I want you guys to sound off in the comments. Okay, sound off in the comments. But again, please keep it respectful. I'm out of here. And with that being said, y'all, I want us all to be well. Okay, stay positive. And I will see all of you wonderful people in the next video. Bye.